Going live from my phone again. I've made many attempts to figure out why I can't go live on my computer. I even had a generous guy hop on with me on my computer trying to figure out why it won't go live. We've tried quite a few things to no avail, but I know I can go live on here, and I appreciate you guys saying hi when you come in and just go ahead and visit with us. I appreciate that. I'm naming this video today, I'm calling it emotional satisfaction. Welcome in, everybody. So emotional satisfaction. I was talking with one of my dear friends today, been a student, been in my classes, and he's working through some stuff, okay? And he comes across his relationship with reality with emotional reactions. And you guys have been with me long enough that you know if when you recognize an emotion, that's a relationship to reality called a belief. And that belief induces certain behaviors. So another way to recognize is emotional satisfaction. In this one instance, this person was trying to get out what they wanted to say because they thought it mattered. Well, what they wanted to say was about the past, and it didn't fucking matter. Because what they were seeking was an emotional satisfaction for a reason, an emotional satisfaction that would give them reason to understand why they are the way they are, which has nothing to do with the price of fish in fucking China. It doesn't matter, because that's the past, and the past only lives in doubt, regret, dwelling in misery. It's a cesspool of crap in the idea of the memory. The memory is valued in the moment. The memory is created in the moment. So that memory that is valid, but seeking and trying to put all this together, invalidates the memory as a conducive to your evolution and reinstates the vibration of emotional personality, structuring a reality of that vibration, keeping the same things going on and you evolving none. And you don't want that. So when you are looking for an emotional satisfaction, like when you're comparing yourself or someone's gossiping and then they want you to join in, they're looking for an emotional satisfaction to their story. They want agreement, they want disagreement, it doesn't matter. What they want is them to be identified and fulfilled in whatever status that individual ego deems as satisfactory. And the same goes for you and me and every human that's relating to reality through emotions. Emotions are the way humanity conducts their affairs. They go through fears, they go through hopes, they go through this idea of a posture of a good person and I'm not a bad person, and those are emotions. And the way I conduct myself, behave, those are emotional relationships. Right now I live, I be. I don't emotionalize, I'm flowing. Now emotions are valid, they're not invalid. They're very human. So that begs the question, what about when you're not human? Well, we do feel, but we don't feel the idea of dualistic nature. We don't feel polarity. We don't have relationships with polarity. We don't suffer. We don't hope. We don't have failure. We don't have disappointment. We don't posture ourselves to an obligated identity to maintain for emotional satisfaction. We are gods that flow absolutely, unconditionally love in the now. So think about that for a second. Someone said hi. Hello. So, oh my gosh, we got more people here. Hey guys, hey, thanks all for joining in. And sorry about not being able to go live still yet on YouTube. I cannot figure out why that's happening. And I didn't. This is fresh in my mind, and I wanted to do it today. I wanted to do it now because I just had this experience, And I want you to maybe start recognizing what is your ego telling you or getting you to behave. Now you have to be observant as a fucking sniper on this. You have to really slow down and watch what's going on. Okay? So if you look at emotional satisfaction and you're wanting something, that's not what the something is in physicality. It's the relationship that your ego is wanting satisfied. That's what you got to see. Okay, masters? You got to work on that. Goodbye. Have a great day. Goodbye, darling. Thank you so much for joining in. So anyways, that's my 2 cents on that. And also remember, I have my the website right there. The workshop that's coming up in August. Really consider coming to that. It's going to be a good time. And we're going to work on these things. Ask yourself a humbling question. Be honest with yourself before we go. Am I happy with my life as is? Or do I construct my life in an idea of seeking happiness that structures my behavior every day in the endless pursuit of that emotion? And once I reach it, do I remain that? Or am I satisfied, but then lose it and seek another? Okay, if you can recognize that in yourself, if you can recognize that, my name is Roxanne, hon. If you can recognize that in yourself, then you can understand the relationship to emotions that conduct your affairs, give you ways to behave and choose your reality. And if you can recognize that and choose a different version of yourself, choose a different truth, that you don't have to seek these emotional satisfactions that your ego's begging you to get, then you can start to change your reality with choice instead of choosing your reality through reaction. Okay? All right, masters. Thanks all for tuning in. I love you. And we'll talk to you in the next now.